అయిపోయింది, చేస్తున్నాడు, ఉద్యోగం చేసుకుంటున్నాడు
Sir,
హైదరాబాద్ లో.
Raviji,
kindly mute
we
yourself.
have to start our program.
Let us start the
Yes,
program.
yes.
Raviji, please.
ప్లీజ్ సోమలింగేశ్వర్ గారు మా సబ్జెక్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోదాం. ఆపండి, తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం. సబ్జెక్ట్ లోకి సబ్జెక్ట్
प्रेजेंट इज पूर కదా
వచ్చారు.
ओके
स्टार्ट चेंज। ओके, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं हूं लोकेश कुमार देवांगन, हैदराबाद से, और आज हम लोग अरुण जी वरोडे की अध्यक्षता में आज का प्रोग्राम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं। ऑल इंडिया देवांगन कोस्टी कोस्टा फेडरेशन गूगल मीट नंबर 318 में आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज का जो विषय है व्यावसायिक मार्गदर्शन, और इस सिलसिले में हमारे साथ रवि कर्रा जी जुड़े हैं, एडवोकेट पालकोंडा से। शंकरराव जी भी जुड़ेंगे और शायद नागेंद्र साहब भी जुड़ेंगे थोड़ी देर में। चलिए तब तक हम लोग अपना विषय को आगे बढ़ाते हुए बात करते हैं। इस विषय में यह हम लोग हैंडलूम, पावरलूम और साड़ी उत्पादन और विपणन के बारे में अपने अतिथियों से बात करते हैं। आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के इस प्रोग्राम में।
So let us start with Mr. Pandurang.
Yeah.
Mr. Pandurang, Dr. Pandurang, please.
Yes.
Yes, sir. For your information, the program is being recorded for YouTube publishing, so we can start the program.
Please mute all the except Mr. Pandu.
Let me mute everyone first. Okay, मैं म्यूट करता हूँ सबको, then Panduranga sir, you please unmute yourself.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, perfectly audible. Please carry on.
It's my pleasure to being a part of this valuable team, and I thank you all for adding me to this group. That as per the sir said, today's topic is related to some business aspect of handloom and powerloom or related activity. Let me introduce one more time because few may not be aware about me. Myself, I am Dr. Panduranga, working as a head of the department in the Polytechnic, that too Electronics and Communication Engineering department. My small introduction is I am basically from the Weaver family. My father was working on the handlooms from last 30 to 40 years. Now we have stopped due to the age, and I have shifted to the teaching profession. The thing is, I wanted to contribute or utilize my learned thing in the textile field. Since I was studied engineering in electronics and master degree in the digital electronics, I thought of to do some activity in the business like or technology development for weavers. So that I formed a group of my own student and their friends. They have worked according to my guidance to develop the technology for handloom and powerloom weaving, that too electronic jacquard. This is one thing. And also I have working with few more industries which is not related to the textile field. Anyhow, I'm okay with the team to develop any sort of software as well as the hardware requirement for the textile department. Whatever may be the requirement, I have developed the team. That team is eligible to do all the things which are required for the textile industries, whether maybe the handloom or a powerloom or a rapier loom or any sort of loom, or maybe twisting machine or any other things also. This is the input from the my side, and also a few things about some of the schemes started introducing by the government of India. For example, a few days back, not even 1 week, they have introduced the concept of 5X, fabric to foreign exchange. Till that they have introduced. They are planning to set up around 7 textile park in India. It will shortly they will announce what are the places. It means that if they want to set up a 7 textile park, it means that there is a huge requirement for the skilled weavers first, and also skilled supporting weaving or a textile technology. This is the essential. The intention of the government is within next 5 years, they want to export what is the present status or statistics. They have to double the export amount. The volume they want to increase by the 2 times. This is the requirement of Government of India. In other words, they are already started one more concept of cloud technology. It means that any designers wanted to share their designing technicality or the designs, they can store in a cloud. That can be utilized by the normal weaver to the high-end companies they can use, or any shop owners they can use. Like that.
Yeah.
May I continue?
Sir,
something.
you can remove your video, sir, so that the network will be better and we can hear you, because we are missing out on your audio many times.
Okay, sir. Right. Okay. One more input is Government of India, they are planning to establish a few design centers in a cloud, in the internet they want to store. They are combined with the Indian Institute of Fashion Technology they are planning, and along with even they have started a development of one particular software for design. It is free of cost. No need to pay for the software. Even if any union like you people or any institution willing to conduct one workshop for designing things, they are ready to give you a support. That is one more. And near future, there is a possibility of utilization of these designs by anybody. Nowadays, the weavers are exploited by the designers. It means that actually that with the designing knowledge, if it is chargeable to only 1,000 rupees, he or she can design within a 1 day. That is charged by them approximately 30 to 40,000 they are charging. It means that indirectly they are exploiting the unknown or unskilled weavers. This is one thing I want to add. Near future, due to the initiation from the government they have taken, maybe it takes 3 to 4 or 5 years to freely available design can be accessible to all viewers, or maybe they can charge little bit, maybe based on the production also they may charge. These are the input from my side. Thank you for listening. Namaskar.
ओके जी।
हाँ अरुण जी।
ओके जी, आप थोड़ा सा हिंदी में अभी जो पांडुरंग जी ने बताया वो थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बताइए। आप सुने होंगे तो।
नहीं, मैं कहीं और ध्यान में था, मैं पूरा मतलब अब ऐसे
चलिए, अभी पांडुरंग जी ने अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की जो नई अभी स्कीम है, टेक्सटाइल पार्क ओपन होने वाले हैं, और 5 साल में ये जो एक्सपोर्ट जो है ये पूरा मतलब डबल होने वाला है, ऐसा पांडुरंग जी बोल रहे थे। और जो डिजाइनिंग वगैरह है उसके लिए भी मतलब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हेल्प करने वाली है। तो ये हमारे वीवर्स को और हमारे जितने भी व्यवसायी है, चाहे वो हैंडलूम के हो या पावरलूम के हो, तो सभी को बेनिफिशियल है। पांडु जी, आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क यू वन थिंग, हाउ दिस स्कीम विल बी डायरेक्टली बेनिफिटेड टू आवर वीवर्स?
For example, if they nowadays at every time to change the design, the weaver has to take the support of a designer. He has to pay for the designer, for example, 3,000 to 50,000. Let us assume based on the design complexity. If this charge is, if it is free, then he may willing to change his own design frequently. Since the constraint is the designer is charging more, that's why he is not able to change his own design several times. That is one thing. If it is possible, then the weaver can think of to view more designs in his own handloom or a power loom. Then instead of selling 100 saris of a same design, he can sell 100 saris of individual design. Then it impacts the demand will be more. If the same design for number of times, then the demand will be less. That is one thing. The second thing is, if he updated to higher technology, for example, if they are using the handloom with a existing jacquard, then he need to spend some time to print that design to the we can call it as a card, a punching card. They have to spend some amount also. If they go for higher technology, electronic jacquard, then they have there is within a shorter time they can start weaving the new designs. Every day they can weave the multiple design also. But initial cost will be more. But that jacquard, if they purchase, then it may be through the loan or maybe subsidy or maybe the support of the community like us. Then it definitely leads to the gradual income of the weaver will increase. That is one thing. Either maybe the handloom or a power loom. If the free or less paid designs are available, then it will be easy for the weaver to weave more designs in his home, or maybe he can spend less amount, so that the exploitation of the weaver will be get reduced and the income of the weaver will start increasing, because the demand for particular design, if they sell 100 of same design, then there will be a bargain will start. If they start selling of different design sarees, then the bargain will be get less. That I wanted to tell you.
So what about the textile park this government is going to have in our country? I think 7 or 8 textile park will be started in near future. So how this textile park will be benefited for our poor weavers and those are in business of handloom and power loom?
As per my observation, or it is my prediction, not exactly true, I can say that the existing plan of the government is to set up 7 textile park. Out of 7 textile park, they are planning like technical textile. Maybe they are planning for technical textile. For example, a doctor has to wear some of the gadgets, or maybe for example, if the shoe is made of a cloth or maybe variety, similarly maybe it's textile oriented fabric, it may not exactly the saree. They are planning to export all type of fabrics. For example, curtain, turkey towels, or maybe something like that. Maybe medical oriented textile demand. Maybe, for example, civil construction, if you consider. For the civil construction, they need to protect the fall of something to the neighbor home, or maybe like that. There is a requirement of some threads or a net, we can say. So these are may not directly benefit to the small weavers, but the thing is, there is a huge demand of technical textile throughout the world. Maybe the sportswear, or maybe the for example Raymond cloths, or similar to that quality cloth. they have going to directly benefit from the textile park as of their plan of Government of India. Indirectly, so all those people need the skilled laborers. Skilled laborers we have to prepare. Unless government will support us or maybe the weaver community person have already within the blood they have the little bit skills. It has to be get uplifted, maybe with respect to the weaving or maybe the supporting activity of the textile part. Maybe non Devanga community or non weaver community maybe get benefited, but the thing, if the weaving community people started upskilling their skills, definitely it will our community going to get benefited, or our community people is going to get more employment in the textile park. This I want to say.
Okay. Just one query from me. How these old handlooms and powerlooms, they are now manufacturing sarees and other products. How these handloom and powerloom will be say converted into the technical textile product?
Basically, the technical textile may not depend on the handicrafts. For example, in a saree, either maybe handloom or a powerloom, if we want to require some pattern in the middle, like a butta, we can say, or pallu, that won't be handloom is needed, the weaver handwork. It means that for the purpose of stiffness, there is a lot of demand for the handloom saree. Even there are so many powerloom sarees, because the handicraft work made by the person, it will give more stiffness or more quality than the powerloom automated weaving. But the technical textile will not interfere the market of the handloom weavers or handloom products. The thing is, directly technical textile cannot be weaved in the handloom, because a handloom process is very less, or its speed will be very low. On the another way we can say, there are few concepts called dyeing, natural dyeing. Okay. In the Western countries, they are uncomfortable with the chemical dyeing or unnatural dyeing, because they are maybe getting some skin diseases out of the chemical oriented dyeings. Sometimes, for example, if you consider a Bombay dyeing or some other dyeing, the coloring will be done by the chemical. So some may be following the rules of chemical thing, but may not be followed by all the weavers or all the industries. So there is a lot of demand for natural dyed fabrics, maybe a saree or maybe other thing. That will definitely benefit the handloom peoples if we go for the natural dyeing. And the natural handicraft oriented weaving will have more benefit in future, because the technical skilled weavers are not abundantly available nowadays, or youths are not upgraded their skills in the handloom weaving. They are shifted to some other works. Okay.
Thank you. Ravi ji, Ravi Shankar ji, you want to ask something?
Yeah. I have. One second, Ravikara garu, 1 second. I want to ask one question to Pandu garu. Sir, how will the design technology help the handloom weavers? I can understand the powerloom one. It is an automated or a hybrid model, but for the handloom guys, how does the design help? Design technology help them? Can you throw some light?
Yes, sir. Sir, if you consider a design technology, so normal designer, what they will do, they will prepare different patterns. It takes time. Or the existing expert designers, they are charging more fee. The second thing is, if the handloom persons uplifted their methodology along with an electronic jacquard, then without disturbing the handicraft work, they can use the electronic jacquard to vary the pattern simultaneously. So it won't compromising with respect to the quality. They can upgrade their handloom along with the electronic jacquard. Then, so they no need to spend more time in putting to this design patterns has to be transferred to the punched cards. That time will be get saved, and frequently they can change their designs so that they can, every saree can be viewed with a different designs. If there is an existence of a library of designs, then it will be, for example, instead of paying 30 to 40,000 per design making person, if there is some library is present, they may charge, for example, based on the usage. For one saree, if they charge 5 rupees or 100 rupees, then it will be easy for the weaver, they can pay. Or sometimes, as per the government, their plan, it may be accessible freely also, or for less paid designs may be available in near future.
Okay. So, means to say that the handloom still exists, but only the jacquard will be of electronics. Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, sir.
The weaver can view by using a different type of jacquard. Is that like that?
Yes, sir. At a different capacity of the jacquard. It means that, for example, if the small handloom, they may not use even a jacquard. They will, by using some mechanism, maybe in Kannada, top it they will call it as, or maybe some other small version of a jacquard. Let us assume it may vary only 3 to 5 variations. Okay. If we go for the higher number of hooks, we will call it hooks. Based on the different dots, we will say number of hooks has increases, the designing pattern may increase, the pattern size may be get increased. Thereby the jacquard price will increase as the number of hooks increases. For example, if the saree has in the border maybe 500 threads, maybe in the middle portion, or we can call it as a body, there may be some repetitions of design. It means that 500 for border, another 500 for the body, it will be repeated cyclically inside the body. It means there may be maximum requirement of 1000 bits or 1000 hooks, we can say. 1000 hooks jacquard is enough for that loom. Either may be hand loom or a power loom. For example, if the repetition may be less, it means that number of bits or a design width is more, then the number of hooks required is more. If you want to no repetition, for example, entire saree should be unique. It means that every thread we need one hook. For example, if the number of threads are 5000, then we require a 5000 hook jacquard. Okay. Thereby, according to the capacity of the weaver, he can purchase the corresponding number of hooks jacquard. For example, if the person is having 100 looms, let us his capacity is 100 loom. Out of 100 looms, he may be having 10 460 hooks jacquard, another 10 may be 640 hooks jacquard, another 10 may be 1000 hooks, another 10 may be 1,500 hooks, one or two maybe two and a half thousand hooks, maybe one among them maybe 5,000 hooks. If that is the case, their productivity will get increases, and they will do the smart work rather than hard work. And if there is any software separately to manage the weaving production of which loom is weaving which device, can we get a feedback from every loom? What is the production? Then it will become smart. Thereby, there is a possibility of weaving community to increase their capacity. Thereby, they control, instead of producing a single design, multiple saree, they can limit depending upon the market requirement. They can plan for the future. Which design has the demand, they can produce the same design in multiple loom. Which design has the less demand, then they can limit the number of looms. This is possible whenever they uplift it to the technically for the higher hooks, or maybe the electronic jacquard. Without electronic jacquard also we can do the weaving process, everything, but there is a limitation. Maybe for the conversion of one design to another design, again they have to go to the designer, they have to wait for some period, these things. But the thing is, they will save the money, the investment will be less. This I can say.
Thank you, Mr. Pandurang. Advocate Ravi Karraji.
Ji. Good evening, all of you, sir. Panduranga is explaining very detailed.
आप नहीं जुड़ेंगे क्या इस प्रोग्राम में?
What he has not, there is no clarity whether it is only pertaining to the handloom or a power loom.
Okay.
I think that it is only for the production of power looms only.
No, sir.
Handloom.
He has already said that handloom and power loom both will be benefited.
Sir, just 1 minute, please. The hooks, he says that the number of hooks used by the weaver, he is saying about 240 hooks, 500 hooks, 1,500 hooks, 5,000 hooks. The using of hooks is basing on the warping of the warping of the reel, basing on the warping of the reel. And there is another point is that basing on the width of the product, it should be connected via reed. It is called as reed. So the hooks are connected to the reed. So the reed and the hooks are used basing on the yarn, count of yarn. So suppose if it is 40 count of yarn, it need not use 5,000 hooks or so, 2,500 hooks or so. If the consumption, the yarn, the using of yarn is 100 count or 120, it needs some more high quality of, high requirement of hooks. So here in this case, sir, my friend is saying that there is an institute that called as the Indian Institute of Fashion Technology. No. Another institute is that National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT, what it called as NIFT. So whatever it may be, the textile folks and others, the government has to be promoting, has been promoting, is only to promote the power loom sector only to power loom sector, pertaining to power loom sector only, not relating to the handloom sector, because the handloom weavers are in unorganized sector weavers. So there is, even if they have members to the cooperative societies, but they are all in unorganized sector only, and the government also giving technological support through weaver service centers. The weaver service centers, in the weaver service centers, the handloom weavers for giving modernization and technology upgradation, etc., only for handloom products, not for powerloom products. So in NIFT or IIFT, they have giving modernization or the technology upgradation is only to the powerloom sector only. So the weaver in handloom industry as well as the powerloom industry, the weaver is one and the same. There is no change at all. But whereas comes to the powerloom sector, there is a master weaver is there. He is having number of looms and he is engaging the services of the poor handloom weavers by paying a major salaries to him. But he will not self-sufficient in his work. The handloom weaver is unable to self-sufficient in his work, sir. So it is our program is only to how to develop the handloom sector. So with regard to the handloom sector, we have to talk about the present scenario of the handloom and the steps needed to upgrade the handloom and to sustain the handloom industry in future also. So for which we have to talk for that. So the textile parks, the government is now, I gone through a newspaper that the government of India is planning to establish 7 textile parks. So all these textile parks are not useless to the handlooms. Useless. There is no use for the handloom weavers. There is no use for the handloom weavers. So what the types of now at present days also, the handloom weavers are well versed in technology. So yes, in last meeting I said that there is Jamdani sarees were produced by handloom weavers. Jamdani sarees. The saree cost about 1 lakh and odd, 1 lakh and above also. He gets rupees 50,000 as wages for producing of a saree, single saree. But it will take just 1 month, 15 days or 2 months. It will take 2 months time to produce a one saree. So there is having such a personnel are there. But there is what I said yesterday meeting, that is yesterday in last week's meeting, that there is 3 categories of weavers are there. The skilled weavers are at present also, they are sustained in the profession as well as getting more income by weaving handloom products. But whereas the semi-skilled and unskilled laborers, unskilled weavers would not sustain in the society due to the competition with the powerloom sector. The powerloom sector is overtaking the handloom industry. So that is the cause that the handloom industry is almost in doldrums. So that is it. So can anybody ask me, I will explain and I will clarify the doubts if any.
कि रवि जी, हम लोगों ने अभी ये नए टेक्सटाइल पॉलिसी के बारे में बात की है, पांडंग जी ने बड़े अच्छी तरह से। हम लोग अभी हमारा जो विषय है वो मार्केटिंग का जो है, हैंडलूम और पावरलूम के बारे में, मार्केटिंग के बारे में जो बात करनी है उसके बारे में हम चर्चा करेंगे जरा।
Sir, Paundurangaji is having very most experienced person. He is an intelligent person. I do admit. But whereas it need not relating to the only to the handloom weavers. But here we are discussing about the plight of the handloom weavers. So that is why I am saying like that.
Okay. I do understand. Yes, Nagendra ji.
Sir, Arun sir, may I take 2 minutes?
Yeah, please.
Sorry for the delay to all. Sir, it is my kindly humble request to all our textile field as well as handloom and powerloom. We have lost since last few years. We discuss about powerloom and handloom problems. Totally, what I think after these problems is to solve. Uh, One is last 2 days back I went to Salem and attend the meeting of small Powerloom Weavers Association and total Salem District Powerloom Weavers Association. We take one decision to in future to all humble request, don't mention powerloom and handloom. It is powerloom means below 1 HP or below 1 HP motor, HP motor to operate the machines. Mention please improved handloom or automatic handloom or semi-automatic handloom, whatever it is. It is in nature of our states. Kindly please mention, don't mention as powerloom. It is improved handloom or it is the only solutions we think. రవి సార్ నేను తెలుగులో చెప్తాను చూడండి. ఇప్పుడు మనము పవర్లూము హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అనుకని చెప్తా ఉండము కరెక్ట్. హ్యాండ్లూము పవర్లూము మీరంతా చెప్తారు కరెక్ట్. అంతా హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇంకా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళే అప్గ్రేడ్ అయ్యింటాము. మన పవర్లూమ్ వీవర్స్ అంటే నేను చెప్పేది 10 మగ్గాలు 20 మగ్గాలు 30 మగ్గాలు ఉండే వీవర్స్ ಬಗ್ಗೆ కాదు. ఒక మగ్గం 2 మగ్గాలు వేసుకుని ఉండే స్మాల్ వీవర్స్కి ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ కావాలంటే మనము మనము ఇప్పుడు పవర్లూమ్ వీవర్స్ అందరూ వర్కర్స్ అందరూ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ సెక్టర్లోనూ లేదు, మిల్ సెక్టర్లో లేదు, అన్ఆర్గనైజ్ సెక్టర్లో ఉంటారు సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ప్రకారం. దానికి మన పవర్లూమ్ స్మాల్ వీవర్స్ వర్కర్స్ లేబర్స్ ఇంప్రూవ్ కావాలంటే వీళ్ళని హ్యాండ్లూమ్ సెక్టర్కి సేరియాలా. హ్యాండ్లూమ్ సెక్టర్కి సేరియాలంటే అమెండ్మెంట్ చేయాలా, చాలా ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. దాన్ని ఇంకా మనం ఈజీ వే టెక్నికల్ వే అంటే దీన్ని అప్గ్రేడేషన్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఆర్ టెక్నికల్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ వాళ్ళు ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఏమన్నా ఒకటి వాళ్ళు గవర్నమెంట్లో కానీ టెక్స్టైల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో కానీ వాళ్ళకి ఏమో ఒక పేరు వస్తుందో దాన్ని పెట్టుకొని దయచేసి దీన్ని హ్యాండ్లూమ్ సెక్టర్కి మెర్జ్ చేస్తే ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అంతా సాల్వ్ అవుతుందని మా అభిప్రాయము. అదే తర తమిళనాడులో మేము మీటింగ్ చేసి ఏం చెప్పినాము అంటే, సార్ ఇంక మీట పవర్లూమ్ అని పిలిచేదొద్దు, ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అని పిలిచేసి అందరికీ మెమోరాండం ఇస్తాము, దయచేసి దీనికి మెర్జ్ చేయండి, అప్పుడు మనము బాగా అవుతాము. అంటే నేను చెప్పేది స్మాల్ వీవర్స్ 10 మగ్గాలు 20 మగ్గాలు 50 మగ్గాలు ఆ తర వేసుకుంటే వాళ్ళది కాదు. ఇట్లయితే బాగుంటుంది సార్. అన్ని స్టేట్లను ఇది అంతా దయచేసి ట్రై చేస్తే టోటల్ ఓవరాల్ సాల్వ్ అవుతుంది అనేది నా అభిప్రాయం సార్. అట్లే ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తాను సార్.
సార్ గవర్నమెంట్ కూడా వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారు?
రవిజీ 1 minute ప్లీజ్.
జీ
1 minute. त्यागराज जी
सर
जरा ट्रांसलेट कीजिए नागेंद्र जी क्या बोल रहे, थोड़ा सा शॉर्ट में हिंदी में.
ट्रांसलेट करना चाहिए सर.
थोड़ा शॉर्ट में क्या बोल रहे थे वो, ताकि बाकी लोग भी समझ पाए.
ओके सर. अभी नागेंद्र सर क्या बोला, ये 2 दिन का बाद सैलम गया, उधर सैलम का पावरलूम का आदमी पूरा एक मीटिंग बनाया, उसमें ये डिसीजन ले लिया. क्या डिसीजन है? इट इज पावरलूम वाला भी मीटिंग करके ये पावरलूम नहीं है, इम्प्रूव्ड हैंडलूम करके बोलने के लिए सब उधर एक डिसीजन ले लिया, ऐसा बोल रहे हैं. इसलिए सबको रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है, इन फ्यूचर डोंट से पावरलूम, इम्प्रूव्ड हैंडलूम तरह बोलने के लिए डिसीजन ले लिया बोल रहे हैं.
ओके. यस रवि जी प्लीज in English.
Sir, all the government now the government all the governments, even state government always as well as central government of India is also thinking that just by fixing a motor to the loom, it will called as a handloom, power loom. So when the motor is removed, it will called as a handloom. So is there any difference? They are questioning our professionals, our handloom weavers are our leaders from handloom industry. They are questioning the leaders from the handloom industry that is there any difference to the handloom as well as the power loom? Just fixing of a power motor connecting a power motor to the loom is called as a power loom. Then it will be removed. It will called as a handloom. So why you should not merge it with to the power loom? So it's because the government is giving so much of subsidies to the handloom industry, but the subsidies won't reach the poor handloom weavers even till today. There is several. The government of India, there is an act, the provision that all the yarn mills will produce 50% of their product to hank yarn only. The hank yarn is tank yarn. The hank yarn is only meant for handloom industry, but not powerloom industry. The remaining 50% they have to produce in own yarn. The own yarn will be used in the powerloom industry as well as in textiles. So the government is giving subsidy to the mills for producing the hank yarn, but no mill is producing the targeted 50% of hank yarn even till today. They have producing only 10 to 15% of the yarn out of their total product through hank yarn, which is not insufficient to the handloom industry. So they take advantage and increasing the rate day by day. In order ante it is not reachable to the handloom weaver. The rates are skyrocketed and it will not reach the handloom weavers. So the government could not take any action on the textile mills, yarn mills, that is yarn mills. So that is one kind of thing, sir. Another kind, the government giving yarn subsidy to the handloom weavers, those who have purchased the hank yarn only, but they have not given the incentive to any own yarn. Only on hank yarn subsidy will be given. The government of India is providing 10% of the cost on the hank yarn as incentive.
ఒకే ఒక నిమిషము.
So
సార్ మన మీటింగ్ లో జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు సేలంలో ఒక ఆఫీసర్ ఏం చెప్పారంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫెడరల్ నుంచి హాఫ్ హెచ్పి మోటార్ వేస్తా ఉండరు, మీ ఆ బేస్ పెట్టుకొని ఇది 1 HP మోటార్, దాన్ని ఇంకా ఇది ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లో అని చెప్పి మీరు అడగండి, దానికి ఒక అవకాశం ఉంది. ఎలాంటి గవర్నమెంట్ లోనే ఫెడరల్ ఉంది, దాంట్లో హాఫ్ హెచ్పి మోటార్ ఫిక్స్ చేసి ఉండరు. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ల్యాండ్ లో
అవకాశం కాదు సార్. సేలం ఈ రోడ్డులో ఆల్ లుంగి ప్రొడక్షన్ అండ్ టవల్ ప్రొడక్షన్ ఆర్ ఓన్లీ పవర్ లూమ్ ప్రొడక్షన్. ఈ రకంగా ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అంటే వాళ్ళు వీటన్నిటినీ కూడా హ్యాండ్లూమ్ కింద అమ్ముకోవడానికి వాళ్ళ ప్లాన్.
వాళ్ళ ప్లాన్ ఓకే. నేనేం చెప్తానంటే ఆ ప్లాన్ వచ్చి వాళ్ళు గవర్నమెంట్ లా కానీ వీవర్స్ ట్రేడర్స్ దగ్గర వాళ్ళు కంట్రోల్ చేయని, బట్ మన పవర్ లూమ్కి హ్యాండ్లూమ్ కి ఇచ్చేసేది వద్దు అని నా అభిప్రాయం. హ్యాండ్లూమ్ పవర్ లూమ్ వాళ్ళకు చిక్కే బెనిఫిట్స్ చిక్కాలి కదా సార్. ఎప్పుడు మనం ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అని వస్తుందో అప్పుడు మనకు బెనిఫిట్స్ ఇచ్చింది.
పవర్ లూమ్ కంటే హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలోనే గవర్నమెంట్ ఇచ్చినట్టు బెనిఫిట్స్ ఎక్కువ సార్.
కరెక్ట్. వీళ్ళు ట్రేడర్స్ చేసే తప్పుని ఇంకా వర్కర్స్
మీరు ట్రేడర్స్ అనే పదం ఇక్కడ వదిలేయండి. హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో మనం ఇండివిజువల్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ వీవర్ ని ఎలా అప్లిఫ్ట్ చేయాలనే దాని గురించి మనం ఆలోచిస్తే హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ మీదనే గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా చాలా వరకు బెనిఫిట్స్ ఇస్తుంది. అవి రీచ్ అవ్వట్లేదు. నేను చెప్పేది అది. సార్ ఇస్తాం మీరే మాట్లాడండి. సార్ అరుణ్ వరేణి జీ, మిస్టర్ సోమలింగేశ్వర ఫ్రమ్ ఏలూరు ఈజ్ అన్ ఓల్డ్ మ్యాన్. ఈజ్ వాంట్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఈజ్ ఇంటెన్స్ టు టాక్ సంథింగ్.
వెల్కమ్ సోమలింగేశ్వర జీ, వెల్కమ్.
సార్ నాట్ ఓల్డ్ మ్యాన్, సీనియర్ సిటిజన్.
సోమలింగేశ్వర గారు కొంచెం మైక్ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి.
As a matter of fact, I am calling him as an young boy, not a old man. Every day I am calling him as a young man.
వన్ థింగ్ సార్, హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అని దెబ్బ కొట్టడానికే వాళ్ళు ఏదో భాష పెట్టారు పవర్లూమ్ కి, అంతేగాని వాళ్ళు ఏదో హ్యాండ్లూమ్ మీద ప్రేమ మీద వాళ్ళు పెట్టలా. ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ ఏమైపోద్ది? అసలు ఆంధ్రాలో పవర్లూమ్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి, హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? ఏదో తమిళనాడు లేకపోతే కర్ణాటక లేకపోతే మహారాష్ట్ర ఈ స్టేట్ లో చూసుకుంటే హ్యాండ్లూమ్ కంటే పవర్లూమ్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి దే ఆర్ సెర్చింగ్ ఫర్ హౌ టు గెట్ ది బెనిఫిట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ది గవర్నమెంట్. ఇఫ్ దే టెల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ది హ్యాండ్లూమ్, they will get the benefits. Otherwise we will not get. Powerloom people will not get any concessions from government. That's why if the name changed for powerlooms, it is a very loss to handloom weaver. One thing I want to suggest, sir, separate handloom and powerloom. They have to give some concessions to powerloom people and major concessions to handloom people. Then the handloom will also survive. Then handloom will also give some benefits to the weaver. Because in handloom, I think they have to produce costly item. But in Andhra, there are 500-400 sarees also manufacturing on powerlooms. That's why handloom weaver is not getting any benefit. He became a very low position, not poor, low position. Here, because here we don't have, in Andhra, we don't have powerlooms, sir. Only sufficient, only in one below 1,000 or 2,000, 5,000 powerlooms. Whereas handlooms are in thousands, lakhs. The handloom, how to handloom weaver should be benefited. We should think over, sir. ఈ పవర్లూమ్ కి పేరు మార్చేసి ఇది హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అంటే మోడరైజ్డ్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ లేకపోతే ఇంకోటి హ్యాండ్లూమ్ అంటే ఈ బెనిఫిట్స్ అన్ని కూడా వాడగలుగుతాయి. ఈ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఎవరు ఏ విధంగానూ కాంపిటేట్ చేయలేడు. ఈ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ అంపసయ్య మీద అంటారు మా గురువు గారు, అంపసయ్య మీదే ఉంటది. అంపసయ్య అంటే చెప్పండి సార్ మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ లో, వినబడుతుందా? అది ఆ పొజిషన్ లో ఉంది హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ. హౌ టు లిఫ్ట్ ది హ్యాండ్లూమ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ ఈజ్ ది మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. We should think over about don't mix handloom with powerlooms. Powerloom is different, handloom is different. If the powerloom jacquard is allowed, they will get more benefited. In handloom, it is if the jacquard is implemented, jacquard is added to the handloom, they will not get the much production. They have to poor production. That's why handloom weaver is not getting benefited. You should consider both the handloom and powerloom. More concessions should given to handloom weaver. Then they will also survive. Powerloom weavers also, they should be given some other benefits. Yarn benefits should be given to handloom weaver. Then only chemicals, handloom, yarn should be given to concessions given to handloom weaver, sir. That's my request.
कमलेंद्र जी, बहुत अच्छा आपसे बात किया है कि हैंडलूम के बीच में ही फसल चल रहा है। तो आपने जैसे कहा कि हैंडलूम जो एक्चुअली क्या है कि हमारा जो वीविंग का जो एक कला है वो तो हैंडलूम में ही दिखती है। हैंडलूम में तो कोई मतलब अभी हमारी जो पूर्वपरंपरा की जो कला है बुनने की, वीविंग करने की, वो तो हैंडलूम में ही है। पहले हाँ, तो अभी तो मतलब आप जैसे कह रहे हैं वैसे हैंडलूम का जो हुआ है प्रॉब्लम, उसको हमको मतलब देखना पड़ेगा, उसके ऊपर हमको सोचना पड़ेगा पहले।
Yes, yes, sir. What I am requesting you, sir.
पावर लूम से हम लोग सेपरेटली उसको डिस्कस कर सकते हैं।
Sir.
तो ये अभी
Give maximum concessions to handloom industry because their production is very, very low. Their cost is also working in market. They will give for lesser rates to complete the power loom sarees.
अभी मैं
Not only sarees, everything. Every gada is on power loom. Every dhoti is on power loom. Every lungi is on power loom. All are on power loom. How the handloom weaver will survive?
మీ షర్ట్ కూడా బాగుంది
Sir? We should give maximum concession to handloom. Then only handloom will survive.
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Thank you, sir.
सर मैं क्या बोल रहे हैं, हैंड से मूव करने का लूम हैंडलूम है,
Handloom है.
पावर से लूम करने का लूम पावर लूम है।
Power loom है.
सिंपल डेफिनेशन है।
ये सिंपल डेफिनेशन है।
Correct. Simple definition है.
हैंडलूम का फ्रेम पूरा वुड में बनाता है, इसलिए लाइट वेट आता है, उसको वेरी नाइस काउंट में काम चलता है
जी।
अभी हाँ बोलो।
पावर लूम में उसका ऑपरेशन अलग है। फिर हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं, पावर लूम को इधर से कोई भी विरोधी नहीं है। फिर मार्केट में ये स्टिकर लगाने के समय में हैंडलूम का प्रोडक्ट को हैंडलूम सैरीज, हैंडलूम कपड़ा ऐसा स्टिकर लगाना चाहिए। बाकी पावर लूम को मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय, आप अभी नागेंद्र सर बोला ना, क्या बोला, इम्पोर्टेड
सेमी ऑटोमेटिक,
not semi automatic,
ऐसा
sir.
तो
Handloom developed handloom. How it is a handloom, sir?
May I add?
पांडु,
Whatever it is, developed handloom, improved handloom, semi-automatic handloom, whatever
It
it
is
is.
not handloom. They are giving a title, developed handloom for power looms.
इसलिए
motor
अभी
is used, if any motor is used in handloom, it is not a handloom, it is a power loom. So you can call
Sir,
it semi handloom or improved handloom. Handloom is only
Sir,
operated by a hand, and that is the simple definition.
In Salem, sir, there are several silk sarees are manufactured only on power looms. Marriage sarees, all marriage sarees are on power looms.
Now तमिलनाडु में हैंडलूम ऑल्सो बहुत इम्प्रूव हो गया. It is not weaving by hand, single leg and automatic handlooms, and also put the electronic jacquards also we put. That means 400 jacquard, 960 jacquards, बहुत इम्प्रूव हो गया. एक हैंडलूम का रेडी करने को 4.5 lakhs to 6 lakhs हो रहा.
Handloom के लिए.
Yes sir.
Which district, sir?
तमिलनाडु में सर,
तमिलनाडु में which district?
सेलम डिस्ट्रिक्ट, सेलम, सिरुमुगई.
I used to go to every month Salem, sir. I am having a good touch with Salem and Erode, but I did not hear. It is maybe correct, sir. Tell me, sir.
Mr. Pandu, you want to add something?
हाँ सर,
हाँ बोलिए।
सर इसी समय में हम लोग को हम डेवलप करने के लिए इतना मीटिंग चल रहा है ना, उसमें पूरा डिपेंड अपॉन कस्टमर्स है हमारा। अभी देख लीजिए, हैंडलूम का क्लॉथ और पावरलूम का क्लॉथ कोई भी नहीं है इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चर से। अभी पूरा कैसा हो गया, कपड़ा भी नहीं खरीद कर सकता है लोग, पूरा रेडीमेड के जा रहे हैं। रेडीमेड में टी शर्ट्स ले सकते हैं, जीन्स पैंट ले सकते हैं और नया नया फैशन में लोग चल रहा है। अभी एक नानो टेक्नोलॉजी में भी कपड़ा आ रहा है, उसमें बारिश ऊपर मिलेगा तो भी ये रेन हमारा को टच नहीं करता है, ऐसा क्लॉथ भी अभी चालू हो रहा है। इसी का एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी में कपड़ा बिजनेस चल रहा है। इसको हम अभी पुराना तरह हम देखेगा तो अभी पूरा हैंडलूम पूरा ज़्यादा कम हो गया। अभी नानो टेक्नोलॉजी से कपड़ा बिजनेस चल रहा है। ये कपड़ा बिजनेस में ट्रेडिशन में हमारा लोग को थोड़ा बिजनेस आ रहा है। ये बिजनेस आने के समय में ये पावरलूम वाला भी ज़्यादा आदमी भी अच्छा नहीं है। ये एक इन्वेस्टर मिल रहा है, ये एक स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री तरह लगे के जा रहा है। उसका पीछे ज़्यादा पूर फैमिलीज वर्क कर रहा है, एक दिन डेली वेजेस तरह। मेरे को मालूम है पावरलूम का बनाने वाला का उधर प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है। ये क्या करता है, एक पीस रेट डालता है, एक कपड़ा बनाएगा तो उतना है। फिर ये भी क्या कर रहा है, मार्केट में जाएगा तो ये कपड़ा को उसको भी सेल्स होना चाहिए ना। हैंडलूम कपड़ा अलग रेट है, फिर पावरलूम कपड़ा अलग रेट है। फिर अभी इतना समय में भी आप देख लीजिए शॉपिंग मॉल कैसे रश मिल रहा है। आप बोला एक बार उधर 5 लाख रुपये के भी ये कैरी ले रहा है, इधर भी कांचीपुरम में भी महाराष्ट्र से भी पार्सल आ रहा है इधर। ये कांचीपुरम में क्या होता है, एक ब्रांड है कांचीपुरम, एक लैंडमार्क है सिल्क सैरीज के लिए। अभी उधर प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा नहीं है, पूरा कम हो गया। इसलिए हम लोग हमारा कौन बीपीएल में काम कर रहा है, उसको ऊपर आने के लिए हम सजेशंस दे रहा है। ये सजेशन देने के समय में हम भी एक आइडिया आया, उसको कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी। इसमें हम कैसे ऐसा डिसीजन ले लिया, हमारा ऊपर लेने के लिए ऐसा डिसीजन ले लिया। इसी समय में हम मार्केट भी हम देखना चाहिए। लास्ट टाइम नहीं है, 2-3 दिन का बाद अलग श्री प्रसाद एक मैसेज भेज दिया तेलुगु में व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में। क्या भेज दिया, ये डिजिटल ऑनलाइन बिजनेस में ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर रेट से कम दे रहे हैं लोग, उसको कैसे आ रहा है। हम लोग क्या कर रहा है, एक मास्टर वेवर मिलता है, ये पूरा रॉ मटेरियल खरीद करके उसको मेकिंग चार्ज बना के बाद में उसका प्रॉफिट 10%, 20% और 30% ऐसा लगा के फिर शॉप को दे रहा है। शॉप को देने के बाद ये लोग क्या कर रहा है, पेमेंट जल्दी नहीं देता है। उधर कपड़ा मिलेगा तो बोलता है आपका मटेरियल इधर ही है, ये मटेरियल जाने के बाद आपको पैसा देगा। ऐसा मैं दिखाया, ऐसा मास्टर वेयर को भी प्रॉब्लम दिखाया। ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, फिर ये उसको 6 महीने को, 7 महीने को, 5 महीने को उसको पैसे देगा। फिर ये लोग क्या कर रहा है, मार्केट में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रेट अलग है, उसका डीलर रेट अलग है और शॉप रेट अलग है। ऐसा जाने के समय में एक फीस रेट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रेट से फिर 80% ऊपर आ रहा है। ये खरीद करने वाला कस्टमर क्या देख रहे हैं, अभी हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं, एक शर्ट, हैंडलूम शर्ट, हम हैंडलूम और पावरलूम शर्ट है, हम खरीद करने के लिए तैयारी है, नहीं तो मिनिमम एक टी शर्ट लेने के लिए सब लोग देख रहे हैं। ऐसा चेंज हो रहा है। इसलिए हम मार्केटिंग में भी देखना चाहिए सर। ये मार्केटिंग में देखने के समय में हमको गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज को हम चूज करना चाहिए। इसलिए रॉ मटेरियल में हम कितना कम करता है, अभी देख लीजिए ज़्यादा एमएनसी कंपनीज क्या देख रहे हैं, एक मटेरियल ये कंपनी परचेस करने के समय में मिनिमम 10-15 तक कोटेशन ले रहा है। कोटेशन लेके उसमें कौन कम को मटेरियल दे रहा है, उसी से क्वालिटी से उसी से इंडेंट ले रहा है, कोटेशन ले रहा है, उसको परचेज ऑर्डर दे रहा है। ऐसा हमको मटेरियल देने वाला ज्यादा आदमी नहीं है। इसलिए अभी कॉटन पूरा एग्रीकल्चर में कितना कॉटन खरीद कर रहा है, और सिल्क में कितना आदमी, ये उसको क्या बोलते हैं, बेफलो तरह मिलता है, हिंदी में मेरे को मालूम नहीं, तेलुगु में पट्टू पुरुगु बोलता है। कितना आदमी सिल्क बनाने का प्रोडक्शन कर रहा है। फिर आंध्र प्रदेश में कर्नाटका में भी सिल्क मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट्स को ज्यादा सब्सिडी दे रहा है गवर्नमेंट। फिर ये बनाने वाला आगे नहीं आता है, इसलिए उसको मुश्किल है। ये मलबरी डेवलप करना चाहिए, उसको फीडिंग देना चाहिए। ये सेरिकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट में अभी आंध्र प्रदेश में मिनिमम 60 to 80% तक सब्सिडी है। ऐसा हम ज्यादा पॉलिसीज है, पॉलिसीज में भी हम थोड़ा देखना चाहिए। हम ओनली वीविंग देख रहे हैं, हम लोग